Hi, everybody. So today's Saturday. That means it's time for family movie night. And today we're continuing on Classic Musical Month. And we are talking about 1962's The Music Man. Of course, this is the movie version of the stage musical that was written, music and lyrics and book by Meredith Willson, book co-written by Franklin Lacey. And this was a huge hit and still continues to be a huge hit on the Broadway stage. It had just a revival not too long ago with Hugh Jackman. I was fortunate to be able to see the revival in 2000 with Craig Birka and Rebecca Luker. I'll never forget that. And they got Robert Preston, who had played the role of Harold Hill on Broadway for this movie. And I think that always makes a difference when you have that Broadway talent in your film, because they've just owned these characters. They lived, breathed them, and you can feel that, I think, in the performances, and you certainly get that here. And it's a wonderful version of this musical. I mean, to be able to have Robert Preston and Shirley Jones as our leads, they both are so good. Their singing is so beautiful. I mean, this might be my favorite Shirley Jones movie. I do really, love her in Oklahoma as well. Of course, she's great in Carousel, and I have reviews of both of those in for Classic Musical Movie Month, and so you want to check that out. But she just has such a beautiful soprano. I love her voice.
Never heard it singing. No, I never heard it at all.
And Robert Preston is totally up for the challenges of the role of Harold Hill. It's a hard role because he really is a pretty unlikable character. I mean, for most of the movie, what he's doing is not very nice to these people. And, he even sings A Sadder, Wiser Girl for Me, things like that, that are not very likable. He's a con man.
Kids in the knickerbocker, shirt tail young ones, peeking in the pool hall window after school. You got trouble, folks, right here in River City. Trouble with a capital T, and that rhymes with P, and that stands for pool.
Similar to, I think, your Ebenezer Scrooges, you have this selfish person who, through the course of the story, ends up realizing that what he's doing is wrong, and by the end is, I think, redeemed enough for the story.
Well, for the first time in my life, I got my foot caught in the door.
So we also have Ron Howard in this movie, which is kind of fun as a child, and him singing Gary, Indiana, real cute.
Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana, that's the town that knew me when.
Hermione Gingold playing Eulalie Mackenzie Shin. She's absolutely hilarious in this. I love her in this role. It's one of my favorite parts of this movie.
A man who never had a friend in this town till she came here. Old Miser Madison.
Miser Madison?
Madison.
Like I said, we have Robert Preston just killing it as Harold Hill. I love Trouble. It's such a great song. And then, of course, you have 76 Trombones, which is one of the highlights of musical theater, period. It is such a great song.
76 trombones led the big parade, with 110 cornets close at hand. They were followed by rows and rows.
Buddy Hackett in here as Marcellus Washburn, which is a lot of fun. I'm not a big fan of Shapoopy, and I do think that in the recent revival, the cleanup that they gave to that song makes it a lot better. But it's fun to see Buddy Hackett and Robert Preston together. They have a nice chemistry together as friends. It's interesting that Shirley Jones was actually pregnant when filming this, but I think they have like okay chemistry. I think it works well enough. They just have such beautiful voices, both Robert Preston and Shirley Jones, that that I enjoy. I enjoy it. Of course, then you have all the great harmonies that you get in the school board with the women. Pick a little, talk a little. I enjoy that. Like I said, you have Winthrop singing Gary, Indiana, which is so cute. And it all leads, of course, to Till There Was You, which is one of the great romantic ballads ever in the history of Broadway. And of course, they sing it beautifully here. And that's where, if you don't buy that he's started to change in that song, then the movie doesn't work for you. The show doesn't work for you. He's still too selfish. He's still too. But I think it's such a beautiful song and a lovely moment where he knows that that Marion sees through it all, sees through all his tricks, and has chosen to love him anyway. And that's when he gets his foot caught in the door for the first time.
I never heard it singing. No, I never heard it at all.
I think that's a lovely thought, that anybody can be redeemed, that there's hope for even the hopeless. And that's why I think stories like Music Man and Christmas Carol remain so popular even to this day, as we like to believe that anybody can change, and that we can find the good in anybody. And obviously, like, such great songs, some of the best songs ever in the history of Broadway. So, that helps a lot as well.
Oh, right here in River City. With a capital T, and that rhymes with P, and that stands for pool. We've surely got trouble.
Actually, there are some outdated parts with Eulalie being the Indian chief, and some outdated parts that are, but Wise a Girl for Me and Shapoopy and things like that. But I think overall it's still pretty entertaining musical, and a pretty entertaining movie. And I don't feel like it's one that you hear talked about as much as some of these other classic musicals, like your Oklahomas and your My Fair Ladies and things like that. But I really do love it. It's one that I've watched a lot of times on stage, and I still haven't gotten tired of it. I still love the songs and the story. So let me know what you think of this version of The Music Man. I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments. I've actually never seen the one with Matthew Broderick from a few years ago, but maybe I'll have to do that one of these weeks for family movie night. If you've seen that and you like that one, put it in the comments. I would love to hear your thoughts on that. I did see Hugh Jackman, and that was fun. Like I said, I saw Craig Bierko and Rebecca Luker, and that was unbelievable. So if you've seen The Music Man on stage, let me know what you think. What do you think of this movie? I would love to hear those thoughts. If you like this video, please subscribe to the channel. I'd appreciate that. Check out all of my classic musical movie month reviews and all my family movie night reviews. I'll have playlists in the description. And please like this video. Please subscribe to the channel. And also check out the Patreon and merch store. I have a new design. I love musicals design in the merch store. So if you love musicals, you should totally check it out. I think they turned out real cute. So thanks so much. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.